Hey guys, how's it going? It is December 29th, 2024. Back into some railroader here. I wasn't too sure if I was going to be doing any more videos, to be quite honest, because I looked at my recent views and I didn't like what I was seeing, but it looks like things are picking up a little bit. So, I haven't had any comments. I haven't had really much any interaction. So it's hard to judge, whether or not there's value. But I've had, as of today, the last video I had was 67 views, which has performed a lot better than some of my other ones. I think some of my other videos might have been just a little bit too, not as entertaining, kind of boring. Things can get very repetitive in this if you're not actually playing it. Like even if I'm watching Emmett play something, I could fall asleep if I'm not the one in control. So you look at it that way, watching a video, and it's kind of like the same thing. So if that makes any sense. So we're on day 44 here. It's you can see it's 3:37 in the afternoon. We're at a point now where, whoops, I did not mean to take a screenshot. I don't know what I was thinking there. Let's see. Okay, so I arrived. I'm just trying to. Yeah, so 3:12 arrived back at Dillsboro. I remember that, but I didn't think I was down here. No, I was out here with 30. Okay, yeah, I filled the water. I remember that. I don't know why I was at Dillsboro. He's at Nottahala. Everything's fine there. Oh, I know what I wanted to look at here. Okay, so the Nottahala local hasn't run yet. I just want to take a look here. So we're at 3:38, and 3:38. Should be coming up on 1600. Take a look at Bryson for a second, just to see where I'm at here. Be with you for almost 2 hours tonight, if that. Not at Bryson. Okay. Oh, there he is. He's over here. He went past the station and I stopped it. Okay, that's right. So what I'll do is I'll set him up. I was trying to figure out whether or not. So what had happened is I had. So 311 is the one that comes into Dillsboro, or sorry, from Dillsboro to Bryson, and we saw 312. So he's back at Dillsboro, right around where he's at. It's exactly 340 right now. So he's already been there for a little bit. So that's working out good, but he doesn't, according to schedule, or at least the way I have it scheduled, 313 doesn't come back from Silva until 1950. So I'm going to leave it like that. I was going to continue, but I do have a lot more other things to do here than to worry about that. And he's not picking up that much. So what I'll do is I'll get this guy. This is the commuter train. So we're going to change him over to train 30. From 54 east, he's going to be 55 west now. So I just have to bring it down one. So I bring it down one, and he's now 55. Uh-oh. What do you want, Cat? Cat has been sleeping all day, so Cat is going to torment me. Because she's playing with her animal now. She acts like a frickin' kitten. Okay, copy from clipboard. Bryson, blah, blah, blah. Okay, everything's good. So I'll have it bored from, oh, shit. Did I do the wrong one? I did the wrong one. I gotta go back out there. I did the wrong one. Didn't mean to do that. Well, let's set that back up to Andrews. That's what happens when you go into a different area and you don't click onto the train. Okay, so let's get him on. Yeah, he's 5. Okay, gotcha. Cat's attacking stuff. Okay, okay. Alright, so he's okay. He's got about a little bit of other time. We're going to stay around Bryson here. I'm not too sure if I'm going to run the Bryson local just yet. Oh, I know what I was going to do. No, 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 no. I'm going to... Cat, what are you doing? I'm busy. You chasing something over there? Alright. Well, she's happy. No, I'm not going to go... I'm going to go to East Whittier. So, I will set up a signal here for him. So he goes into the junction. Would you be quiet? I'm recording. Hey. Rara, get out of there. Rara. Damn cat. Aurora, get out of there. Go play in traffic. Cat's around my keyboard. I got all these wires and stuff like that, and she thinks they're an animal or something. That's what happens when cats sleep all freaking day. She slept quite a bit today. Recording this on a Sunday. Okay, so that's fine. He's all set. Now we're gonna go ahead. We're not doing Dillsboro. I'm actually going to East Whittier. So we're gonna do the log run. So what I've done so far, the single player is working really well, with the assistance of the passenger and having a schedule and having everything balanced. It's working really well. Okay. Oh yeah, my car got repaired. I guess I should take that out too, before I forget. There we go. That's not what I wanted. Okay, let's try this. But this sim has more and more become, since this experimental branch has taken off, like first you had all this AI switching, which is absolutely genius stuff. I mean, it's not that difficult to do, but it's just genius. Yeah, let's put them out here. But then you have the timetable editor, which takes a lot of burden off because you used to have to babysit the trains. The only thing I have to do is every 2 hours I have to adjust at least one set of passenger trains. Now 1600, the only thing that gets adjusted is the commuter. The commuter does it every 2 hours, whereas the main passenger thoroughfares do it every 4 hours. So if I look at the dispatch board right now, I've got my commuter set up. I still have this guy coming through. I had to get some water for him. They really... I got Americans for them. I don't know what it is with the Americans. Maybe it's because I just bought it and I didn't fully restore it or whatever. But their efficiency goes down very quickly. Because I was at 90%, and when that starts happening, that whole advantage of getting an American over the Pacific that I had, where I didn't have to stop at, what do you call it, Dillsboro for water going back west. Well, I had to stop at Natahala going west because, not the first time, but later on in the day, as it was taking on more damage. Sure enough, I had to deal with it. Okay. So this is all going to the sawmill. I don't know why I did it. Hello, just help yourself to my lap. Lie down. You're too mesmerized on something else. Cat. Of course, the cat has to get going when, like Emmett and I were just playing golf. She, for the most part, wasn't bothering with us for whatever reason. Once it's just me, she thinks she can do whatever the hell she wants. Okay, I gotta get to the other side. Yeah, we'll do that. Get ourselves to the other side. Oopsie. So I run this, I pretty much right now every local I run once a day. In theory I can run it twice a day, but that's all I have time for. Oh, this is going to be tight, I can tell. I can tell already this ain't going to be good. I went on the ground. This happened to me the other day. Or earlier. Actually, it happened to be earlier today, I think. I should have stopped it right there. That's going to take some damage. I had that issue at Bryson earlier, and I was just like, oh man, how much damage did I just take? Wow, 84%. Yikes. 88%, okay. Well, so much for being 100%. Let's try mounting a different approach here. Yeah, this thing doesn't know if you're following the main, so you got to be careful. Uh-oh. Oh, no, it didn't. Okay. I was concerned it was going to try to back up. Okay, I got plenty of juice. One thing you got to be careful. You got to make sure that you can get yourself out of there. Hey Rory, you okay now? No, not really, but I want to make sure that that restores itself. Sometimes they don't restore the switches. Let's see. Yeah, it did. Okay. So yeah, I've done East Silva. I've done East Silva. I've done the 311, 312 train. Obviously, the original 301, 302 was at 3 o'clock this morning, so before the transfer went. All the sorting at Bryson. A couple of setouts, but I haven't done the Bryson local yet. And we're okay. It's 3:54 in the afternoon. It's not bad at all, actually. Much better than day 43. Okay, I probably have too much stuff in here, but I'm not going to block it. So I want to get the chart out anyways. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright. That's obviously not enough. Let's see what we got. So, what was Bryson? East Whittier can only fit 9 cars. And we're at 12, so I'm gonna have to cut that off a little bit. fact, I should have gone down and grabbed all those cars first. Because I'm not going to have any room to get in there. I'm kind of relearning this, guys. So yeah, I got to pull all that crap out. Pull it out and then I'll deal with it. First of all, let me see if I can give myself a little bit more room, which it looks like I can. Just so I can get around a bit. Oof. Not going to be much. Stop right there. That should do. It's a little tight. I'll take it. Let's put that there. All right. So we've got 9 cars that we can. Okay, this guy's we gotta bring that back in. That's 7 cars there. Wow, I've got a lot of crazy. Just trying to decide what's the most efficient way of dealing with this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, they're both 7s, so I think I'd want to clear this out first anyways, so I'll just go ahead and, because I'm not going to be able to do it in 2. I think I would need 3 regardless, like 7. Even if I was to do 9 there, that would bring it down to 5 and 8 maybe. I might get away with it. In fact, I may actually be able to do it. I got an idea. I'm going to take 7. I'm going to move him over to here, towards the back, and then grab 2. Okay, let's hope I didn't screw it up this time. Whew. That's tight. Take a look around here. So he's at Dillsboro, looking good. And that's right at 4 o'clock, and I believe the passenger should have left. Departing Bryson on time. Yep. Okay. And then from there, it's just a moneymaker. I've made almost $10,000 today. Coal below 20%, RTS 30. Oh, I think that's you. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, the efficiency's really starting to come into those. I'm not 100% certain. I've still got... So, let's see here. I still have 1.5 more trains to go. So 6 and 8 coming out of there. Sorry, 6, 7. So 6 bring me to 1800. No, 6, 5. Yeah, coming east it would be... No, 6 and 7. Okay, so it'll be 1.5. Should last, but it really, I'm not too sure why that is, or what setting that is on the train when I bought it. It's just carefully American, I guess. It's got a lot more things, but it seems to wear down a lot more too. So I don't know. Might be because it wasn't fully set up, or there was damage on the trip for some stupid reason. I don't know. Alright. Now see, it says we have 9 there. I wonder if that's all I can fit. Maybe I should... never mind. I don't know what I'm thinking there. These going to they're going to the interchange. I don't even know why I'm concerned with that at the moment. Okay. Oh, probably because of that. Never mind. I'm just having one of those moments. Yeah, let's bring it down here. So yeah, the tender and that count as the other one, so it's basically 7 anyways. I'm just going to put that there for now. I think I'm gonna tag on to it, and then it should be more than enough. Oops, didn't mean to do that. I've never actually used that context thing. I prefer to have a guy on. Yeah, like I said before, I wasn't too sure if I was going to do any more videos, because I was averaging like 40-something views for a while, but I think there might have been a time when I was recording, where I don't know if I was getting tired of it, or it wasn't quite at the experimental yet, and some of it was still, a bit of a especially for single player, it was a bit of a I don't know if the word drag. It was a bit of too much work for me, I found. Whereas this kind of switching for me is perfect. Sure, it's not prototypical. They're doing their thing. You're just basically directing the traffic. But I prefer this much more as far as entertainment wise. You can see there the reports of the stations, when they're late or whatever. But my schedule's not as padded as I would like. So far, there's no. It doesn't affect anything. It doesn't give me any penalties or anything like that, so I'm not too worried about it. 31 stop for switch against. I think I'm okay. 31 should be down here. I gotta renumber those engines, yeah. So he's at Silva. Five arrived at waypoint? What waypoint? Uh-oh. 5 never took off. Something happened. I just realized that. I gotta check on that. Let me head over to Bryson for a second. Something happened with this train. It's train 55W for 1600, which it was. I'm not too sure what happened. That's weird. Yeah, I got full passengers on there. Oh, I never gave it the waypoint. Okay, so that's the other thing you got to do is you have to give it a waypoint. So it arrived at its waypoint, but it never arrived at. I never assigned it, so I got to go down to Alarka. So it was one added step that I forgot to do. I got it set up to go to where I needed it to, but I didn't. Now it'll go. Yeah, that's my fault. Oh, cat. Behave. RTS 10, I think it was. Oh. Yeah, I know that. Alright, go here. So, that was my bad. He'll clear that signal in a minute. Alright, so... what I'm going to do is I'm going to... plop that down. What waypoint are you running to? I didn't think I set that waypoint, but here, you go here. That was strange. I'm putting it right down at the end because I'm expecting many more cars to come in here from the yard. Okay. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We still ended up having 9 anyways. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. Doesn't matter. These were over capacity runs or over capacity setups for whatever reason. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at my locations. How's my railroad doing otherwise? Yeah, that's safety. I've had 2 derailments today. that's gonna affect it, which is not good. So East Whittier, I want to take a look at the sawmill for a second. Consumes 21 per day. Currently, there's no logs in there. We gave it to them, but I don't know how many we're going to be giving. We were only down at 95% yesterday, which is not good. I may have to buy some more cars just to be on the safe side. Wouldn't be a bad idea actually, but we'll see about that. I haven't really messed with that part just yet. As far as like right now, I'm working on the schedule efficiency the most, and then I will start digging into if we have enough logistical efficiency. Like for example, I don't use walkers. I may have to, and I don't understand the point of using it other possibly than being level 5 for the industries. I prefer to use level 4. I've mentioned this before. The reason why I prefer to use level 4 than level 5 is I find level 4 is a more random experience, which I personally like. It gets even more random the lower levels, except it's not as busy. Level 5 is much busier, which I'm really pushing it as far as getting things done during a day. It's 6:14 right now. Fortunately, I've been able to do most everything but in daylight, so I've got about a couple hours of daylight left, and it's going much better than yesterday. I don't know if I had just some extra stuff that wasn't getting done. So today was the first real test. When I say today, day 44 as opposed to day 43, not real days. This was the real test. Okay, so 30 arrived at its waypoint, which is fine. I'm not worried about the coal now. It's made it. 31 stop or switch against. I think that's okay. I'm going to assume it is. I just want to take a look. 31 would be over here. I would assume it is. I'll take a look at it in a minute. Maybe. 5 arrived at waypoint. Isn't that me? Yeah, that's me. I don't need that. Oh, I'm 10. Oh, 5's the other... Wait a minute. Did 5 ever leave? It still hasn't left. What the hell? What is going on with this thing? Did I screw up the other one where I had the other train and I accidentally did it and then I didn't move it? There. One said switch again, so I'm really worried about that. Okay, so I got 5 now. I got that in control. Andrews Depot, okay, so we're good there. I think Silva's good too. Boy, this thing's going to be massively late. Run into waypoint. I think we got it right now. These things are very important. Now that switch against, that's also something I may have to look at. Should be fine, but okay. But I'm going to trust it because it's in the area, so I'm not too worried about it. There's no penalties, really, at the moment, if you leave people on the train and all that other crap. There probably will be down the road, which will be interesting. Yeah, we'll leave that brake on for now, I guess. Is it this one or is it that one? Yeah, it's probably that one, but that's okay. We'll just leave those on. Alright. So this one I'm going to have to make a couple moves here. So I ran out of spots to have him in yesterday. Like I said, I think what happened was we had a shortage of crews back on day 43, maybe even towards the end of 42. This was right around the time where it was getting tough to. I know Scott. He was having medical issues or whatever. And he wasn't doing as much multiplayer. So I kind of pivoted at that point because he was pretty much one of the more reliable guys that I had. I've had others as well who've been busy. So what I wanted to do, and for the longest time, was I wanted to see what it was like. Can I run single player, especially in the experimental branch? And right now, I think the jury's out. You can. Some people have said you can't. I wanted to challenge that, and I got a funny feeling this is going to work. It's still kind of an experiment, and if I don't, that's fine. If I have people to play like multiplayer, then that's fine as well. I'll use the help or whatever. There's always a second run of an industry I can do to try to make more money, blah blah blah. So, it is what it is. Okay, so this guy I got to move out of the way. We'll put him right here because I got to pull the other 2 cars first. Check the brake line. Okay. Oops. Yep. Come on. But I can't tell you how ecstatic and fun this is actually really become. It is. I mean, to to say this is early access. I mean, I understand it's early access. Adam and the team, they have high standards, and I think it shows. And this reminds me of the early days of Run 8 when I mean, there's a lot of differences. Believe me, I don't want to get too much into them. Oops, I missed. Like, I don't want to be comparing simulators and all that other stuff. Although I can. I mean, I got no problems doing it. I got nothing against Run 8 or anything like that. But when Run 8 first started, there was, especially as it was still developing under version 1, there was a lot of updates. And there was always really good surprises that was coming into play. With Railroader, you kind of know what's coming in a way. I mean, you do and you don't. But they're not afraid. They have a roadmap. They're not afraid to say what they have planned. They do. At the end of the year, they do. He did a 1 year video or whatever, and they will do update videos. It's really nice. It's really a refreshing change. To have that kind of transparency and not be afraid to miss a. Oh, so this is where this. I was speaking of Run 8. I hate to do this. This was one of the things that Run 8. I wish they would do. Their cars. You can use these gondolas, right? But you can have different loads in the gondolas for a car type. The car type is still a gondola. It doesn't matter the reporting marks or the paint on it. I find they like to spend, or they have these DLC packs and it fits one car type and all that other stuff. It's like, well, what's the point of that? Especially if you got an open hopper and it has different types. Like, so Slay Mika, for example, I did a screenshot. I put this on my Discord, and it had gray, but then it showed as they were loading, they would only be partially filled or whatever. I mean, this one's obviously been totally filled, and it's sawdust, I imagine. I think that's sawdust. I was wondering what the orange was. I was like, oh yeah, because I saw it on one of the other trains. Kind of cool to see. Oh, you gonna go down for a while? All right. Fidgety cat. She's looking at the TV like she likes the mouse or something. Like I said, she's hyper. Okay. Oh yeah, Whittier Sawmill. So we want to get this onto here. Just check. Okay, now he's running. I also switched other things that I switched as well were Andrews. That's been switched. I switched the. I ran the Alarka local, not to be confused with the Alarka turn. I haven't run that yet. That still has to run out of Bryson, so I gotta do some work at Bryson after this one, which should take it around. Probably by then it'll be about 1700. All right. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna put put this right at the back because I'm expecting more cars in the yard. "17 minutes late because of my errors." Like I said, there's no penalty. The only thing that can happen. What the? Oh, never mind. He's going into here. Never mind. I was brain fart, I guess. But the only thing that delays can do is they can affect your schedule, and then you're racing up against it or whatever. I have enough padding in it, and it seems like the demand is fine. That's one thing I'd like to see. I might put it as an idea or a suggestion on Discord. They have a whole thing is to have some type of more data as far as the more data in regards to how much how efficient the passenger service is. Like, are people being left behind, or is everybody kind of like that? That'd be kind of cool to see. Okay, so we'll mark you up there. Now I can go back to the yard once I hook up to the other guy here. This big string. I'm not going to be too concerned at the moment with blocking. I'll leave that till, I mean, normally speaking, there'd be a crew and he'd finish the job and he'd block it all up and then he'd go home type thing. But in my case, I have to prioritize, what the heck? Oh! Check the brake line again. Yeah. Okay, let's close this off first. Usually I hit shift and click, but sometimes it doesn't work, or I forget to do it or something, but what's up, kitty? What's up? You got kisses? Thank you. And if you guys like this content, please don't be shy to let me know in the YouTube. I will post a link to my Discord as well before I forget, because I kind of blew up my Discord at one time, and yeah, I wouldn't mind having it open up, because it seems very quiet these days. Alright, now we gotta find that, find out where that brake is. A few more cars away. Let's see, is it this one? Close. One more. This guy right here, right? Alright. So, yeah, I think I will run from the back. So we got 19 cars. And one takes 28, so... Although two takes 26. I'll have to decide here. I'll take whatever one is open, I suppose. It looks like it's going to have to be the other one here. Alright, let's go down to here. Okay, everybody's off the board right now. The one train's still going to Alark on the Alarka branch. I'm going to take a look at Silva for a minute. Because I did see something about a switch against or something. No, for some reason I thought they were supposed to stop after they made their last train, but who knows. I mean, I could be a nitpick and talk about the blocking of the crossing. But that's okay. So as I was saying, the next priority, I just want to get the cars there. The way we'd break them up. Let me just take a look at the. Was that the Bryson from before? Whittier Sawmill. I don't know which one that is anymore, so I'll just clear that for now. So yeah, we've got the Silva and Andrews split. I could do that. Eventually I'll want to. I don't have to, but it makes life a lot easier for 311 and 312. If they are sorted. It's not the end of the world if they aren't. It just means they have more work to do then. I have to decide, priority-wise, big picture, what do I need done? And I know right now the priority is not to sort these, but the priority is to get those logs started, get them going, and then look at Bryson. I'm just going to stop that there. Alright, so now we'll work on the other section, which means we go down here. Get the Connolly Creek stuff going. He's gonna try to go around the short way, huh? Yeah, the question is he going to restore that switch if he does? I think he will. Like I said, sometimes they don't for some reason, and he did. Okay. I think when you start an AI run and you're already in the switch, that's when they have a tendency of not restoring properly. So I go back to work tomorrow for a full day, Tuesday, half day on New Year's Eve, and then New Year's Day I'm off. Goofy schedule right now. Should be okay. Hey, Aurora, what's up? He's probably like, you talking to yourself again? I'm like, no. Okay. Whew. Alright. So, what do we got today? We've got L1s. They're all L1s, huh? Alright. Oh, it's Bryson, okay. Alright, so ooh, I got 9 L1s? That's interesting. I don't know why I have 9 to begin with. I might change that around. Yeah, I don't like that. Again, this is where trying to figure out She gives me no warning. She'll just stare at you for a bit, and then all of a sudden she'll... Okay. So this is where L1 is. Let me just take a look at it and see what's here. Alright, so L1's totally empty right now. In theory, I could run something there, but I shouldn't do that. It's not too bad. All right. What happened to my map? I had it, and then I must have closed it. Okay, so there's L2, which has 8 cars. How many cars do I have on this thing? That's our... Oh, that's going back. Okay. So if I have L2... 11 of cars. Okay. Now the other thing you got to look at is who's got the who has the most logs and all that other crap. Andrews Road, somewhere around here. Walker Logging? No, it's not Walker. It is Conley Creek. Yes. So they all have quite a bit of logs. L2 has the most. Having said that, I think I'm going to change this all to L2, and then I'll change one back to L1. Unload logs at Whittier Sawmill. Okay, it should say L2. Flip the cars, Waybill. No, they didn't flip them. There we go. Okay, let's change that back to L1. That's what I wanted to do. Okay, so I am going to flip this. Is that the flip? There we go. Okay, now we're good. Okay, so 5 has arrived at his waypoint. So what I have to do before 1800, which 6 p.m., is I have to change the symbol at Silva. I have to change the symbol of all 3 of these. Change the symbol at Silver only. At Andrews, I have to service the train as well as change the symbol. And Alarka, sometimes I can just change the symbol and get away with it because it doesn't use as much resources. And I just changed it, or I just did a resource, or resource, what the hell am I talking about? I just serviced the engine the last time it was in Silva, so I don't think I'll need to do it for the rest of the night. And it comes back to Bryson at the end of the day, and we're getting towards the end of the day now, so I've considered eliminating, like, I'm not too sure what the point of bringing the train back to Bryson is, other than bringing. I mean, there's really it's a very low revenue train. Just the way how it works for the last few, blah blah blah. But I got plenty of time to do that. But those 3 indicators at the upper right there, that's just to remind me that those things have to be done. I think at the beginning of the video you saw me change the one anyways, so servicing, just go get some coal, go get some water, and don't forget to, once you've assigned everything and it's in place at the station, then you have to again, once it's at the station, you can then assign its destination waypoint, and it will sit there because it's now on schedule, waiting for whatever the departure time is, which in this case would be 1800. All 3 of those trains are going to be leaving their respective stations at 1800, and I find doing it that way works. I mean, there's probably no wrong way to do it. which is interesting because it's interesting to see what other people are doing. So we're up to 11,661. Yesterday, day 43, we did over 20,000. The only thing I have on my shopping list is to get a caboose for GCRR. Speaking of which, that's something I'm going to have to run, although I'm probably going to run it more towards the evening. I may even run it counter to the other trains, but I'd have to wait and see on that one. You've got 301 and 302 that are the main. I think it's 301 and 302. No, those are the morning trains. So 315 right now I have set to leave Bryson at I don't know what that is. 315. Oh, that's the Alarka turn. So I got it set pretty late. Now that's basically what I had to do last time. I don't think I have to have it that late, to be quite honest. And I'm going to work towards altering those schedules a little bit. I know Scott, when we were doing multiplayers, he often used to run this like more than once per 24 hours, and I have not felt the need to do that. Although I am gonna watch how many cars come back to how many cars come back down to what do you call it? The sawmill. Okay, so I get to ride this now. No, I want 0. Ah, yes, okay. So we will run that first. You know, something I think I forgot to do. Yeah, I forgot to bring all these sawmill cars up there. Well, I went right straight away to the lumber, and I totally forgot to bring the sawmill cars in. That was dumb. Oh well. Down here now, so. I just thought of that, and I was like, I don't remember setting off cars. No biggie, no biggie. I mean, I have to come back anyway, so. But I was thinking along that as, you know, only needing once a day type thing. And this job tends to take about 1.5, 2 hours roughly. So it's good for the size of the videos that I like to do. So how many logs are on each of these? So we got 3. Take a look at something here. So basically it requires 7 cars, logs at 21 cars a day. Oh, okay. Well now, that could, see that right there almost sounds like it needs 21 cars a day. Maybe we do need a second trick. If so, that'd be kind of challenging. Let me see. Put it here for now, I guess. I thought it was a number of logs, but I'll have to pay attention. If that's the case, I may... Oops, I forgot that doesn't have a thing. As in, something to jump on other than the actual car itself. Uh-oh. Houston, I think we have a problem. Do we have brakes? Oh, man. No, we don't have brakes. We don't have enough, put it that way. I'm stuck on a bit of a grade here, and I cannot recover. We'll see. We'll try. So if not, I'm going to have to go back down the hill. Oh, it's coming back. I was afraid. It didn't look too well. It took a long time to get that thing to break. I thought I had a brake on. Oh, wait a minute. There it is. I see it. Okay. Hmm. I might regret doing this, but I'm going to try anyways. Okay, what's over at 3? Is there anything over at 3? Oh, it's more logs. Okay. More logs and something else. Oh, some pulpwood. Alright. What the hell? Oh, that didn't put me over there, did it? Oh, it did too. I didn't mean to teleport my guy. There. Okay. Okay. I was like, wow. Yeah, they load up pretty quick. That's one thing I may want to consider is getting more power. I do have another Pacific that I could probably put into service or at least attempt. I was going to leave the loads right into there. Speaking of loads, holy crap. Ah, no, that's just the first set of logs. Oh, I hope it has braking power. Looks like it does. Ho ho. Did I leave that a little too tight? I don't know. Should be fine. Should be fine. Double checking some locations here. Okay. Now, let's see here. What do I want to run it to? Yeah, that's fine. So I don't think I'm going to get everything done tonight on that. Shop's taking a little bit longer than I expected, but that's okay. So now it's just a matter of doing this one run around, tie the loads, and head on down and getting these in are the priority. The other set, not so much, because you're basically, I mean, you gotta get it, but this becomes a priority more because they need so many logs per day if you want to fulfill the contract. And if you don't, then they can knock you down a peg and to another level, and you don't want to do that because then you miss out on income. Unless, of course, you want to go down to the level, which is always an option, especially when you're just single player. But I'm certainly not trying to be demoted here. Yeah, I'm going to have an interesting load to come down. Hopefully I'll be okay. Alright. So I want to attach to that, and then this is what I love about this system too. It is going to figure out the best way to do it. It knows the capacities of the tracks, blah blah blah. If you're fouling a track, good luck, but So if it couldn't make it, if there's too many cars, it would tell you, or else it would try something else. But the pathing is just so awesome. So I've got to do service on those passengers because I got an 1800 departure. I think I have something else getting close to being scheduled too, if I'm not mistaken. Is it 312? No, not that 312. That was the earlier one. Oh yeah, 314 at 6:30. He's on his way. He'll be fine. Okay. Oh, yeah, getting tired. All right. So now that I have all that, I've got to decide where I want to park this thing, or bring this thing down, I should say. So we're going into Whittier, or East Whittier, sorry. I will bring it down to here for now until I can decide what fits and what doesn't and all that other crap. What's that thing? Oh, the oil. Oh, okay. Look at the firebox there. Look kind of cool. Whew. How much of that has been done? Still at 1. So it's 11 Eastern. I'm going to probably... We'll see about dropping the logs in, and then I'll finish off Whittier. Because I also have to do the service on the passenger. I hope this doesn't derail. Doesn't look like it's going to. For some reason, there might have been more cars down there, but I could be wrong. Oops. Hold on. I mean, maybe not, but... Nope. I was wrong. One look at the board, which should be empty at the moment. Yep. I always do that in case I'm entering main track or whatever, and you don't want it to all of a sudden disrupt a passenger or something. Obviously those passengers are fine, but I just do it as a safety. Just in case I forgot, like, light power move or some other thing. Safety first. Ooh. I guess that was just the graphics, but boy, did that. Track speed 20. This is what I don't like. Scary. So, let's see, how many moves do I have here? 1, 2... Ah, it's not bad at all. Okay, so I'll get these moves done, and then I'll save the going back to the yard, because it's 11:06 Eastern, which past my bedtime. But the other thing I'm looking at there is that clock as far as having to service those passenger trains. Okay. So, of all the cars to have at the back, doesn't that suck? Alright, well, let me decide how I want to play this here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, only 6 of those cars, so I can go a little bit further. We head down here. It's only 6 of those cars, so I should be relatively safe at getting my cut in there. I'm just gonna... It's basically the 6 pulpwood cars. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. So the majority is going to be lumber, and then what am I sitting on? Oh, I'm sitting right at the back. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to stop right there. That should be good enough right there. Okay. Alright, so we're going to go right to the end. It's going to be interesting to see if this is going to require a second run. I think it might. But I love this challenge with the time too. I really, because every day is going to be different depending upon the moves you make, the errors you make, all kinds of things. Like I forgot to deal with that up there. That's possibly going to cost me, but should be okay. See what the rest of the train is. I think that's it. Okay, good. And I think I have too much stock for it, but I'm not positive. Let me just, another thing I wanted to see. Okay, so there's the one log. Logs at 21 cars a day. Consumes logs at 21 cars. So I assume that's 21 cars, not 21 logs. Well, they all fit, so that's a good sign. Question is, how much more would have fit? Oh, none. So that's interesting, because I want to do a calculation here, because I don't think that's 21 cars, that's for damn sure. So, by my estimation, this is going to need at least two switches a day. If I look at, so see, he's at 1.6. I don't know percentage-wise. Let me see that there. Does not include loads in cars on the line. Yeah, that makes sense. But that's interesting. Okay, so what I will do is I will release this brake here. step on the back and save it for the night, because I gotta do my stuff against time later. But anyways, that is all for now, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Do leave a thumbs up or some comments. Let me know. I just want to know if it's worth me doing these, because like I said, there's a lot of other providers out there that can do this a lot more quote-unquote professionally. You know, if you like this format or whatever, that's great. The more I can provide or help or assist, you know, the better. I've been posting pictures to my Discord. I'll try to put a link to this as well, just so people have a reference in a community if they want to talk about these things, as opposed to YouTube. So do what I can. If not, I'm still running this. I've been running this for most of the past year that it's been in existence. So it's been lots of fun. It's only been getting better. So anyways, that's all for now, guys. I'll talk to you later. Have a good one. Take care.